A beautiful house has been trashed. There's vomit on the table. All the glassware's broken. Pictures are broken. Rubbish galore. Absolute pigs. Broken doors. Couch has got blood on it. Floors are like disgusting. Wall.
Okay. So this is why a lot of people get into this business thinking that this is a get rich quick kind of thing, and they see a lot of things on YouTube, social media about how much money people are making on uh, Airbnb rentals and things of that nature. I'm not saying this is this person's case. I'm just saying a lot of people get into the business thinking they can make a quick flip, and they don't realize a lot of the implications behind the Airbnb business. They think it's like the real estate business, and it's very different, right? Well, I shouldn't say real estate, but the long term buy and hold investor. Very different business. When you get into Airbnb models, that's more of you're in a hospitality business. So you're not, dealing with your standard year long leases and things of that nature. You're dealing with a quick, couple weeks in and out type situation, whereas you're running like a small hotel essentially. So I always tell people when you get into Airbnb, you've essentially bought a job, meaning like you've invested money to work, if that makes sense. There's a lot of people in here that can make a lot of money doing it. There's people that I know that have been very successful in it. I'm not saying you can't, but I am saying I don't think this is for the weak. I don't think real estate is for the weak, but I'd rather someone start off in this business as a buy and hold investor. Just you try your hand at that first, because I think that that's easier introduction than to jumping into running a hotel. So let's check back in. Let's see what else they have to say. This is terrible. Hopefully, this isn't their only deal. Hopefully, they got some other stuff, because a lot of people don't realize when you get into real estate, you're investing a lot of your capital up front, that you've maybe got from a 401k, maybe you saved up some money, put some money down. Um, and it can go left very quickly. So let's see what happens.
Walls have been punched in. People have weed on the walls. Shit on the walls. Just disgusting. A brand new house, literally trashed. I'm not even going to show you the vomit on the wall in there because it's disgusting. They've smashed everything. They've broken glass.
And the other thing too is there's more laws on you know, the buy and hold side. I feel like there's more protections. I don't know that for certain, but I'm a buy and hold investor, been doing that for a long time, and I've had issues. I've had problem tenants for sure, but I've always been able to like remedy the situation. Sometimes it costs me, sometimes it don't. And it all depends on where you invest as well. Like if you invest in a place that is, you know, a cooler city like New York or LA, I don't know what the laws are for those areas, but liberal cities tend to be a little more lax. I invest in Portland, Oregon, tend to be a little bit more lax when it comes to landlord tenant contract law. They side more with the tenant. So that could be problematic. If you are going to invest, I would recommend going to a landlord friendly state. That way you have, I would say, a stronger recourse, because this is terrible. This is going to cost her a lot of money to get this back right. Hopefully she has a crew in place. Hopefully she can get, be made whole. But this is Airbnb. If you're looking to get into the real estate game, don't start with Airbnb. Now, there's a lot of people that might argue with me. Sorry, I just dropped something about that. I'm not saying you can't. I'm not saying it doesn't work. Not saying it's never happened before. But I am saying that I just, it's not something I would say I would jump in as a beginner. If you've never done anything with real estate, I would not recommend, you going into Airbnb, because you can get you can get hurt pretty bad.
Trashed cupboards, broken front doors, smashed windows.
This is terrible.
And the sad thing is,
Mm.
smashed mirrors. This was a beautiful mirror. Smashed side tables, vomit.
Just living like animals. And I don't think people understand how hard it is. And it's like most people don't feel sorry for you because they feel like most landlords and owners are loaded with cash. And that's just not the case, especially when you're just starting out. So I really do feel for her. Hopefully she has a good crew behind her coming to help her out because this is terrible. And you, like I said, you could really get hurt.
In beds, put holes in walls, and just trashed beautiful things.
Ugh. Well, hopefully, like I said, they could be made whole and come out ahead because this is terrible. I don't know what type of insurances you have, but if you're going to get into it, I would recommend before you invest a dime of your own money, get a mentor. And that's just with anything when you're dealing with real estate. Get a mentor first, stay with them for a while, ask lots of questions, figure out how they run their business because you're running a business. This is not a weekend sport. This is a real dollars here. So Uh, please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and I'm always going to link back to the content creator if you guys want to go check out their page. Uh, man, until then, be careful out there.